Kistner will serve. Hodge off the fingertips.
And we saw the speed of that set pick up a little bit. That's one thing. The faster the set to Megan Hodge, the more effective she is, the less time blockers have to front her. We'll look for a lot of that. The rest of this match is Penn State trying to pick up the tempo.
Hooker blocked. Penn State trying to at least get a little momentum into the intermission. Angle. Hooker stepped again.
Better help by the Penn State end blocker. In that case, Blair Brown getting a two-person block up. Don't want to leave a one-on-one situation for Destiny Hooker.
Penn State starting to show some life. They've taken the last 3 points.
One of the things he's got to be telling his team is A, outside blockers, you've got to help more when plays are coming down the middle of the court. B, we have to keep the serve away from Heather Kistner, who's the best passer for Texas, wearing the different color jersey. She's number 19 in black. The last play, Penn State was able to do it, keep it off her. Their best target right now is actually a cross-court serve from Alicia Glass to number 1, Julianne Fawcett. Let's see if she goes that way. Nope.
Angle. Fawcett. The Penn State block. Starting to rise to the occasion.
Better strong left hand that time, that outside hand of Megan Hodge. And all of a sudden, Penn State's back in it. This is a winnable set now for them.
Angle. Hooker. Slowed by the block. Elbowed out of bounds. And so the set points are now stacked up for Texas. Glass to Blair Brown. Kistner there again. Double contact on the horns. Point Penn State. They have taken 5 of the last 6.
Kistner's been doing a really nice job positioning herself, especially looking for those cutback shots, picking that one up there, but Texas can't convert.
Still a set point. Doris, the off speed, got it. And the Texas Longhorns are up 2-0 on the 2-time defending champs.
The same position Texas was up last year in the semifinals against Stanford, running out with all the momentum. Stanford was able to turn around. See if Penn State can do it this year.
25-22 and 25-20. And a big start for Destiny Hooker and the Texas Longhorns. 25-22 and 25-20. The Longhorns in command tonight in Tampa. And the Penn State Nittany Lions, winners of 101 in a row, have never been in a hole this deep. The Texas Longhorns have put them there behind the play of that woman right there, Destiny Hooker, with 16 kills. Beth Mowins along with 3-time champion Coach Karai. And Coach, what does Penn State need to do to get out of this hole?
At the start of the match, I thought maybe Hodge and Hooker would be a wash, but that has not been. So Hodge has to pick her game up. Thought the serving of Texas would be better. It's proven that way. But the main thing is Penn State has not been able to control that serve of Texas getting out passed. We do it on a scale of 0 to 3. A good score is 2.4. Texas passing a 2.3 so far for this match. Penn State only a 2.1, well below their average.
It has happened twice before that a team has come from 0-2 down in the finals to win the championship. 2 times in the 29-year history of this event. And Megan Hodge getting the quick start for Penn State.
And Penn State has switched the matchups in sets number 1 and 2. They started with a different server, so they're trying something different to try to get Blair Brown. Oh, and not a very aggressive swing there by Julianne Fawcett. She's got to keep that ball over the net and in the court.
Megan Hodge, Alicia Glass, the winningest class in volleyball history. Will they have the leadership to get their team back in it and close out their careers with a 3rd title?
Only one school's been actually able to win 2 and get back to that final. UCLA many years ago. But Texas wanted to be in this position last year. Up 2-0 in the semis, letting that lead slip away to Stanford, and thought they could be the spoiler in it. They thought they could have ended that streak a year ago. Now they have to do it at 101 if they're going to do it tonight.
Coach, you've been in these situations where you've been in trouble, and all you need is a little taste of momentum to get right back into it. Texas does not want to allow that to happen right here.
Well, it starts one play at a time. The only thing any player can control is what happens on the very next play. So Megan Hodge has got to, and Alicia Glass, those two senior, that dynamic duo, have to be leaders and will their team on to winning the next point and then the next. And they're going to have to grind their way through when they're not playing at their best. The great ones win when they're not at their best.
They first played together at the age of 14. And over the last 4 years, they have been critical cogs in this Penn State juggernaut.
And when they played together, Alicia Glass on your screen there, number 6, was actually pushing Megan Hodge out of the passing formation. Hodge wasn't good enough to control the ball at that time, and now she makes a perfect pass just like that.
Blair Brown is the other critical component here for Penn State, who's been quiet so far.
Texas really has 5 or 6 hitting weapons. Penn State only 3. But if Brown's not doing it, and Wilson's not doing it, and Hodges not doing it, it's 5 or 6 to 0.
Doris is denied. Outside to Dorton. Penn State getting something going here in the third. Darcy Dorton with 7 kills. Hooker, she's a run stopper right there. Point Texas.
Again, we've showed it before on the end zone. We freeze it right here. 2 blockers are not going to get in to help the middle there. Wide open for Destiny Hooker. Those end blockers have to, wing blockers have to pinch in if Penn State is going to slow Hooker down. Oh, a lucky touch there for Darcy Dorton. She missed that ball. It was flying out of bounds. But those wing blockers cannot leave and bail on the middle blocker, as Penn State has been doing. I don't think that's a part of the game plan.
7-4 Penn State trying to climb back. They will have to win 3 sets in a row to win their 3rd championship. Outside, Megan Hodge. Kistner got another one. Wilson, the chip shot over the top, point Penn State.
But that's really a lucky play. That's not a connection you want to see. That's not a crisp connection between the 2 players on your screen there. Alicia Glass, number 6, and number 7, Wilson, the hitter.
Most important for Penn State, Hodge, Brown, Dorton, Wilson, all contributing with kills early on in the 3rd. And to win it all again, they'll have to win 3 in a row after Texas has jumped out to the 2-0 lead. Russ Rose lost the first 3 championship matches he coached in and has won the last 3, winning in '99 and now the last 2 years in a row. Rarely shows a whole lot of emotion over there. He's got his own stats that he likes to keep. He's a statistical guru.
And I like the honesty of that interview he gave earlier. He just said, look, we're not competing. This team needs some veteran leadership. We're not getting that. We're getting some production from our younger players, but this is our opportunity to respond. Needs them to pick it up. Not a very good set there.
Hooker out of the back row.
But that play got stopped because of a wing blocker helping.
This time it's Fawcett long, point Penn State.
So the difference that time was Alicia Glass, the right side blocker for Penn State, went in and helped and got a touch on Destiny Hooker out of the back row.
This is the top blocking team in the country. They had 15 blocks against Hawaii in the semis. Serving substitution for Penn State.
As we mentioned earlier, Penn State choosing a different starting server. On the other hand, Texas starts with Destiny Hooker in the left front almost every time. They want to get her the offense.
Fawcett swooping in, return to sender by Glass and Balza. Life in the Nittany Lions. Mullins.
Watch Alicia Glass, number 6 here, flying out to the outside to her right. Julianne Fawcett never saw her coming.
Hooker. 2 blockers up on Hooker out of the back.
Last 2 plays, great help by the wing blockers. We've talked about it until now. Wing blockers have not been helping, but that time you saw Megan Hodge leaning in.
Hooker this time tries to tip. Ream diving to save it. Hodge is stuffed. They'll go back to Megan. Slowed down again by the block. Here comes Texas. Looking to Roberson cross court. Kistner down to pick it up. Hooker got it. Point Texas.
What a play by Hooker and a great up by Heather Kistner. Watch, Hooker goes right over the 2 blockers that time. Penn State doing a nice job, but when somebody goes over you because she's at 10-10 and the net is 7'4", nothing you can do about it. Even Coach Rose for Penn State has said she regularly renders the block useless.
She can touch it almost a foot over the top of a basketball rim, and there's the stuff by Texas denying Megan Hodge.
Texas doing a really nice job there. 2 blockers all over Megan Hodge as she comes barreling in for the fast set.
Glass looking outside to Hodge. No. Point Texas.
Another mistake by Hodge. That time it wasn't a great set, but she has to keep that ball over the net and in the court.
Yogi served it wide. Number 2 Texas in the burnt orange, undefeated number 1 Penn State in white here in Tampa. Beth Mullins along with 3-time NCAA national champion Karch Karai. Julianne Fawcett with the kill and a point for the Longhorns, who have come out on fire. They've jumped out to the 2-0 lead, and that's a spot that Penn State has not found themselves in over 2 years. They have won 101 consecutive matches, an NCAA women's athletics record, and Blair Brown is rejected.
What a nice job by the Texas blockers of reading Alicia Glass and adjusting and getting 2 blockers in front of all 3, in front of the 1 hitter who got that ball. All 3 were coming on very fast patterns.
It is the best winning streak in NCAA history for the women. There has never been a team that has won 3 in a row in volleyball. There has never been a program that has gone back-to-back unbeaten for a national championship. And Texas is trying to end the run here in the 3rd set. Brown cut it. Point Penn State. They've been twice as good as any other volleyball team, better than UConn basketball, Stanford tennis, even North Carolina soccer.
Her serve going to Heather Kistner, the libero for Texas. You do not want the serve to go to either player who's wearing the different color jersey. Penn State not getting the serve to the right players on the court for Texas.
Kistner nails on the pass. Hooker gets another kill. That's 21 now in the match for Destiny. Dorton gets dug up. Back to Darcy Dorton. Off the block and out. Point Penn State.
If anything, it looks like Dorton is doing the most exhorting of her teammates right now with this 9th kill, far beyond her normal production. And it's the freshman who's trying to get her teammates going. What a nice serve there. That one, cross court, far away from Heather Kistner. That's the kind of serve that Penn State needs. Keep it away from Kistner, break down the offensive pattern, serve the front row outside hitter.
Alyssa DeRico, their best server, getting another point for the Nittany Lions. A couple aces for her tonight. Penn State trying to get back in the match after Texas jumped out to the 2-0 lead. They are a set away from a national championship tonight here in Tampa. Beth Mullins